What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new game find on this channel. And today's video I've got about 9 items, maybe 10 items of gaming and media DVDs that I picked up through a few different charity shops. 4 different charity shops. I will go through most of the games first, go through to the DVDs, and then hit you with the final game, which is a Game Gear game, which is cool because you don't see them too often. So Wednesday, me and my partner went down to Deal in Kent, just down the road from Dover, and I popped into a few of the charity shops down there. And I've just mentioned this in a complete wrong order because that's where I picked up the Game Gear from, game and a couple of DVDs. Before I went there, the day before, I popped down to the charity shops down the road, and I think it was a Bernardo's or an Oxfam. It was one of the green charity shops. Had a handful of Xbox 360 games on the shelf, which is quite rare. It's normally, and if they are, they're normally just football titles. They were all priced up at £1 each, apart from Minecraft, which was £6, and honestly, it wasn't in the best of condition. So I left that, weren't really intrigued with a £6 scratched up game. So yeah, picked up Shift 2 on the Xbox 360, complete, decent condition. Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare, again, hasn't got the manual, but it's got some paperwork to it, and again, it cost £1. Lego Star Wars, the Force Awakens, again, only £1, and I don't think I've got that one in my collection. Lego Harry Potter, year 5 to 7. It's great picking up these Lego games. £1 again. It is a little bit damaged on the case, but it is complete, and again, decent condition. Not too sure about this one, and anyone that collects Xbox or is a little bit more up to date with modern gaming may have to give me some information on this, because it's Lego Dimensions, and it again only cost £1. But looking into it, I'm guessing it's a bit like Skyrim, Skylanders and the Disney Portal games, where you need the little accessories and the little pad that comes with it for this to be worth anything at all. But again, it's in good condition, it is complete, and it only cost £1. I didn't know in my, to be honest, I weren't going to look it up for £1. They were 5 titles for £1 each. The final one is Lego Jurassic World, again, only £1. And again, it is complete. This one is slightly scratched. If I was to put that on eBay, I'd class it as probably good. Might have to look at it again. It might be classed as acceptable, but in all fairness, it is probably just good. I already own this one. I don't own that, but I don't know too much information about it. I already own. I've picked up a few of these last year, and I don't own. So basically, out of that bundle of 6 360 games, I'm going to keep 3 and sell 3. Possibly, maybe 4, depending on that Dimensions game. So this is when I've gone down to Deal in Kent. I popped into the British Red Cross, and I picked up the Young Ones season 1 and 2. There was only 2 seasons. It's a really nice box set. It only costs £2, which is sweet. It's £1 per season, per series. I grew up watching Young Ones when I was round at my dad's, and I do have Young Ones season 1 and 2 on my shelf, but it's not in a nice box set like this. I thought I'd look it up and see what this is kind of worth on eBay. It's worth between £8 to £10 second hand. Again, discs are in good condition. I'm pretty sure that British Red Cross do look after their items on the shelf. I'm pretty sure they check through them all. But for £2, I'm now considering either keeping it or selling it. But that's a nice little one to go on the shelf. It doesn't take up as much room as 2 individual discs. Same reason why I picked this up, the Mummy Trilogy. So this has Mummy 1, The Mummy Returns, and The Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. and again, it only cost £1. Nice little 1 DVD case item to go on my shelf, so that'll go home onto my DVD collection. And the final item, which was the Game Gear game. So I think this was in Oxfam. Again, I'm getting confused between the green shops. I can't open the case. Yeah, Oxfam. So I had 3 Game Gear games in the on the shop window. One of them was Shinobi for $3.99 or $4.99. The other one was I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been like something like Tetris or Columns. I think it was Columns for $1.99. And then they had Phantom, and I don't know if this is $29.49 or $20.40. But as you can see, I asked the managers of the Oxfam shop and said, is that $1.99 or $11.99? Because in all fairness, I can't work out what that is. Dropping the game on the floor now. And yeah, basically she couldn't work it out either. The other games were $1.99, $3 or $4.99. So she said, I can't see why that one's $11.99. I'll do it for £1.99. So I was like, yeah, okay. £2, walked out the door. I love my Sega games, but Game Gear I'm a little bit lacking in knowledge. I don't really deal with Game Gear games. The argument of it having to have 6 AA batteries in at a time hurts a little bit, so yeah, I don't tend to collect them. I do have a handful of games and the console itself in one of my drawers at home, but I don't tend to play it. Got home after a long drive, and there's only one on eBay at the time of me looking it up, and it was $24.99 or $23.99. So in fact I only paid £2 for it. Apparently it's worth £20 more. So do I keep it or not? I'm not too sure. But that's my keep pile at the moment. That's my sale pile. If I do tend to sell, which I will, or swap it over. But yeah, basically I paid £6, £7, £8, £9, £10, £11 on 9 items. £11 on 9 items, which in fairness, if that game's worth £25 on its own, I only have to sell that to make my money back and a bit of petrol. I think that's a really, really good charity shop pickup week. I don't tend to have that kind of luck in charity shops anymore. They tend to just look on eBay nowadays, and if anything's worth £15 plus, they send it to head office. So your luck of finding anything decent is getting harder in charity shops, which is why I jumped over to like the Facebook marketplaces. But even so, that's getting a little bit harder now. I don't know if it's the cold weather, people don't want to be buying and selling, or just selling. But yeah, Gamefind's getting a little bit harder at this point. Looking forward to the summer when the boot sales kick in a little bit more, and hopefully I can find some better bundles, some bigger bundles, and some, I don't know, more interesting bundles at that. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, comment in the comment section below, and if you're new, why not sub to me? Hopefully the next time you see me, I'm going to have a haircut, because this is getting a bit out of control now. It might be a different background too, so if you enjoyed this one, again, like I said, hit that like button. Or if you've disliked it, if you don't like my face, my voice, or what I've picked up at the prices, hit the thumbs down button. I don't care. Thumbs, either way, I don't care. Just leave some feedback in the comment section, and I'll catch you next week for another Gamefind video.